This is a prophecy. Jeremiah Johnson talks about a prophetic encounter the Lord gave him and how many people will be coming to Christ. Johnson shares how the Lord showed him Donald Trump will be raised up as a wrecking ball to the political arena, and Kanye West and Justin Bieber are also being raised up as a wrecking ball to the religious arena. We'll also share about God's angels, how they're shifting things right now in the earth. Amazing things are taking place to keep up with the timeline of God. And we'll also share about Kanye West's recent album, Jesus is King. God is moving, isn't he? Be encouraged. Take a look. Be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFNtv. Listen, also a prophetic word was given by Jeremiah Johnson talking about God's bringing a wrecking ball to the church in regards to deal with the religious spirit that's holding back the church. You know, you think about Kanye West, you think about it's already happening right now. It's amazing that he has no problem speaking his mind. He just says whatever, and he's just, raw in his relationship. But I'm excited about Kanye West. I'm excited about these new folks. But also he talks about Justin Bieber is going to be returned back to his roots, and he's going to be a wrecking ball. It's amazing what's going to be taking place. But listen, this is Jeremiah Johnson talking about the wrecking ball coming to the religious spirit of the church.
About 6 months ago, I had a wild encounter about a man named Kanye West. And 6 months ago, I had put online, I'd had this wild dream where the Lord said to me, just as I have raised up Donald Trump as a wrecking ball to the political arena, so shall I raise up Kanye West as another wrecking ball to the religious arena. And in this dream, there was a massive gathering, and on the platform was Donald Trump, Kanye West, and Justin Bieber. And as they began to speak to the crowd, it was at a church, it was a 50-50 split. And what I mean by that is half of the Christians were enraged. And the Lord said to me, even as I've raised up Donald Trump, I'll raise up Kanye West, I'll raise up Justin Bieber to drive the religious spirit out of the church. And I believe that there's a coming move of God that the church isn't ready for, but in 2020, we're going to be ready for it, Sid. And it is this out-of-the-box revival. So I went online and I prophesied, God is going to raise up Kanye West as a wrecking ball. It was just months later when literally in the news, Kanye West comes out with this album, this conversion. And here's what the Lord said to me, and I really want our listeners tonight to tune in here. God said, I have given Kanye West as a gift to Donald Trump because he is going to win him votes in the African American community that he needs to win the 2020 election. So I believe Kanye West is a secret agent in the hands of the Lord.
It's amazing when you're looking at, God is literally loosing angels on the face of the earth, and they're accomplishing his will. They're like angels moving around. Perry Stone talked about this. When God shifts the era, when God begins to do things, that he fulfills prophetic things, angels are moving around, making sure things happen just at the right time when things happen. So you're looking at, there's obviously angels working with our president, working with Israel, standing with somebody like Kanye West. Getting the favor that he's gotten is taking place. I remember watching, I've been waiting in my spirit for a sound. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm like, this sound has to be released. I can't find this sound. I was looking back to find the sound. I was looking forward to find the sound. I was talking to people about the sound of worship, the sound of this release. And I remember seeing Kanye West early on in Jamaica. And I'm thinking, I'm watching him in Jamaica. He's worshiping God. He's got a crew with him of about 40, 50, 7500 folks with him, and the people in Jamaica are gathered around, and they're just shouting to God, and they're worshiping him, and they're just aggressively going after him, and they're giving him their dance and their song. And I literally looked at this thing for an hour and just shook my head going, what? My grandson does it, what? It's just like, what? This is awesome, but what is it, right? And it's like, God is moving. I'm so excited about it. As a matter of fact, he wrote an album. He had an album. He put together a lot of different artists came and wrote for this album to be able to worship. And he said, I don't know what to call it. And he said, we got to make sure it's very specific so people know specifically what we're saying. So he said, we'll call it Jesus is King. Jesus is King. And it's amazing. You got to hear it. You got to, get it on Spotify, ever how you can get it, go to Apple, wherever you can get it, and just listen to it, and support this beginning move. Pray for him and what's going on. But God is moving in a very, very powerful way. And now, musicians are coming out and they're supporting, they're talking about Jesus, they're praying about him, they're acknowledging him. And it's like the entertainment mountain is beginning to shake and beginning to quake, and you're going to start seeing people just come out and boldly be in support of Jesus. So he's a wrecking ball to the entertainment mountain. He's a wrecking ball to the music industry. He's a wrecking ball to the religious mountain, because people are trying to judge us. Like, they have these events and they bring pastors out to be able to preach the gospel, unapologetic gospel at these events, and thousands of people are getting saved. And the Bible Society is bringing Bibles in. They're handing out, at one event, they handed out over 1,000 Bibles they handed out to people. So it's like, imagine if you, oh my goodness, when Jesus started walking the land in his ministry, for his 3 years of ministry, he was rocking. I mean, the people who were lost wanted to be found. The people that were sick wanted to be healed. It was only the religious folks that were trying to stop it, control it, to judge it, to criticize it. And Lord is my witness, I have seen the religious spirit for quite some time, and it's really puzzling when you think, aren't we supposed to all get along? Aren't we supposed to walk in unity? Didn't you just prophesy to me this is going to happen? But you'll find a religious spirit comes in and begins to fight against the very God that they profess. And that's what happened during the days of the Sadducees and the Pharisees. And it's the same religious spirit to be able to happen in today. But let me tell you something. Trump's a wrecking ball. Kanye West is a wrecking ball in regards to just breaking things up. But also, and I remember I got a prophetic encounter where the Lord showed me a friend of mine who's now with the Lord, a fellow law enforcement officer. We worked together for years, Melvin Posey. But he called me in this prophetic dream. He's talking about, how Washington, D.C. is a house of cards and it's all going to fall. He's like, it's a house of cards. It's a house of cards. It's all going to come down. And we're seeing things wrecked, and it's so good because, people who control, manipulators and people that are into witchcraft and just not following God, they have to have systems and things in place to be able to control folks. But when God moves, he's totally in control. He's in charge. And so he doesn't need all that stuff. We just need us to follow Jesus. So that's very, very exciting. Wait. Don't go anywhere. Subscribe. Listen, together we can touch the world. That's right. Subscribe below. Right. Wait. Don't go away. Subscribe. We're going to touch the world. A lot of people want to abide with the Lord, but they just don't have a plan to do it. You can request that plan today at iabide.org. Hey, be sure to check us out at VFNkb.com, and also join the VFNkb community at VFNkbcommunity.com. Listen, your success is our success. Our success is your success, and our success together is kingdom success.